Hey guys, it's Oscar. How you doing? I'm going to do an actual shave video today. I'm going to kind of be all over the place a little bit, so I hope you'll bear with me. I'm kind of excited about this shave for a couple of reasons. First, I finally got my Rockwell 6S. I posted a picture on the Enablers site. I got this from Edwin Hernandez, $75. They're selling for for 100 new. He is trying to get rid of it. He said he had used it almost 10, I think approximately 10 times he said. But it's the full set. I got all the plates, and he had this stainless steel stand that comes with it. It's not the matching Rockwell stand because this is a shinier steel, but it's pretty heavy. It's stainless steel from this company, BB. I'm not sure who that is. But yeah, it's the Rockwell 6S with the brushed finish. I had this on the pass around, and I had been really excited after I used it a couple times, and I was anxious to get a hold of one. And this one popped up on the Enablers website. On the Enablers Facebook page for sale. So it was the full set with 10 Rockwell blades. But I'll be using a Rapira Platinum Luxe, which has become my blade of choice lately. And I'm going to be on the 5 plate, the number 5. I'm not going to go straight to the 6. When I used it in the pass around, the highest I went was 4, and I really liked the 4. But I'm going to start with the 5 on this one. I'm not going to go straight to the 6 because I don't have all that much growth. I only have a couple days. Although comments I've seen say the 6 isn't that aggressive, I'm still just going to start on the 5, and then I'm going on a few days off from work, so I'll be able to let the growth grow in more, and then I'll go to a 6 probably in a few days. But Rockwell 6S with the 5 plate, Rapira Platinum Luxe. And I'm also going to be using, I got a buddy at work named Brian who says one night he was just kind of poking around YouTube and decided to check out some soap making videos because he knew I'd been talking a lot about this hobby with him, and different types of soaps and stuff, and he's actually taken up the hobby himself, but he decided to kind of poke around a little bit into the actual soap making process, and he decided to give it a shot. So he this is his second version of a sandalwood soap. The first version was good, and he asked for my feedback, and I only asked maybe the scent could be a little bit stronger because I was barely able to detect the sandalwood scent. But this version, he made a couple tweaks, and he added he added a little bit more sandalwood oil, and the scent is much more detectable this time. Still not super strong. I'd give it probably I'd probably give it about a 5.5 on a scale from 1 to 10 on the scent strength. But on the first version, the slickness was pretty good, performance was good. I did a bowl lather, the lather was good, and the post shave was pretty good. And I'm actually going to follow it up with, he made a version of a sandalwood aftershave too. So I'm going to finish with that. Now, excuse me, it's been blooming while I was in the shower, and I'll be using the Sandalwood Shave the Man 2015 limited edition. I've been seeing a few of these popping up on the Enablers, and people, getting rid of them. That surprises me because this is a fantastic brush, nice silver tips. It's been broken in, nice and broken in. I've had it going on 2 years now, and I don't see myself ever getting rid of mine because I don't see myself ever getting, this high end of brush ever again. I know a lot of people are after the, the Simpsons and the Wyborgs and the Morris Fondrens and stuff. I really don't know that I would, get that bad of a brush acquisition disorder, as you guys call it. But this is a fantastic brush, as you all, as many of you may know. So this is what I'm going to be using today. So I am just going to soak it a little bit. I don't soak the brushes as much during the shower as like I used to, because I really don't see that it requires a whole lot of softening of the bristles anymore. So I just kind of run it in the water back and forth a little bit, get some good moisture in there. And excuse me a sec, I'm going to be using the Bloom water. It's actually he made it into pucks, cut it into pucks. He made about 12 pucks worth and gave them gave them out to myself and a couple of the other guys at work. And I'm finally getting around to doing the video on it. So I'll be using the Bloom water. Excuse me a sec. So in using the Bloom water, I start to feel some of the slickness. And it feels like it'll be a pretty good performing soap slickness wise. So I'm gonna pour out the rest of the Bloom water. Dry my hands a little bit. Oh, and representing a little local gent here. Got this from Rob last weekend up in Riverside. Live in Manly or Rob. All right, so start lathering up here, straight from the puck. So I'm gonna give it a good probably 30-second load. It's picking up pretty well. So it's coming out the sides a little bit. So it seems to be picking up pretty well. I asked him for the ingredients so that I can share with you guys. He told me, I wrote them down here. In order, the stearic acid, beef tallow, potassium hydroxide, coconut oil, sodium hydroxide, some shea butter, some castor oil, and finally the sandalwood fragrance oil. And it's kind of standard ingredients. You know, some from one vendor to another, one soap maker to another, they might vary a little bit as far as the different types of oils. It's coming out pretty good. Brian actually looks like it turned out really well. That's what it looks like after lathering on this, and that's what it's like on the brush. Yeah, the scent is more pronounced in this one. And again, the Rockwell on the 5 setting that if you see, I don't know if you can see the blade gap there, the blade exposure here, and the blade gap. You can't really see it that well, but I don't think it'll be very aggressive anyway. So, all right, lathering on the face. It's going on pretty well. Get it worked in there. Yeah, I told Brian if I could help him out in any way, so I, you know, just get the word out. I don't know that it's something he's going to pursue business-wise, but we helped him out, bought him a few tins off of Amazon so he can kind of package them up and give them out. So, but a couple of the other guys have used it already. Said they really like it. This is actually my first time using it because I wanted to do the video. Yeah, the bristles on this Sandalwood are awesome. It's really my only silver tip right now. I have a couple synthetics and a few finest Badger brushes. But yeah, this is going on really well. A little bit more water. Just dip the tips and get that smooth, kind of sour cream looking lather. I'm going to paint the rest on. Alright, let's go to the first pass. I'm hoping the moisture content is good again because I've never used the soap, so you kind of got to figure out how, you know, your soap to water ratio and whatnot. So, alright, Rockwell 6S, number 5 plate, Rapira Platinum Luxe first pass. Feels good. Slickness is pretty good, actually. And then I go straight into my cross grain. And again, this is the first time using this setting on this razor, so, you know, another thing to keep in mind. Yeah, the 5 doesn't feel aggressive at all. Well, a little aggressive, but not like you would really, not really as aggressive as I was expecting. So yeah, I was lucky to find this on the Enabler site. I was pretty much going to pull the trigger anyway. And get it straight from Rockwell, but you know, if you can find it for 25 bucks or less, why not? And what I had done last time with the Rockwell was, first time I used it, I started on the 4, and since the other side of the 4 plate is the 2, I did the first pass with the 4 and I did the second pass and finished up with the 2. So I had to kind of stop mid-shave and flip the plate over, but we'll see how this goes with the 5. And maybe we'll just do the 5 the whole way. So I'm going to go up now. Now, my growth goes diagonally this way, as I mentioned before. So if I go up, I'm going across the grain. I'm effectively going across the grain and with the grain at the same time because it grows diagonally. So I'm going up. So I'm going across and with at the same time. And conversely, if I was to go down with the razor, I'd be going across and against at the same time. Across and with, across and against. But the soap is performing great. With the first version, I told Brian there was a little bit of a kind of, at least with me, there was a little bit of a slickness lacking, and he said he was going to add a little bit more shit, I don't know, whatever it is that makes it slick. All right, I'm going to rinse. Now, that second pass, there's still a good amount of soap in there. So, yeah, this is only my only silver tip, and I was actually talking with Rob Phillips this last weekend about replacing a knot in another brush that I have, which currently has a Plasson knot, which is a 22 millimeter, so the base is pretty narrow, and it's really floppy from the Plassons from the L'Occitane stores. And I liked that brush for a while, and I kind of fell into the hype, the Chris Bailey Brush of the Gods hype. And now I'm like, what was I thinking? Can't even use that brush, I hate it. So, Rob is replacing it for me with one of his silver tips. So I'll be looking forward to getting that. It's a charger handle brush if you guys have ever seen me use it. It was my first custom brush from Scott Pavkovich. I'll show it to you guys after I get it. So that'll be my second silver tip. And I got another brush on the way. But that's about all I'm going to say. Pretty excited to show you guys about it. So the slickness is really good, especially on the second pass. And I think, Brian, you did a good job. Even though you leave the stupid comments on my videos about shaving my balls. And even if I did try and shave my balls with one of these, wouldn't be on video, dude. That's for damn sure. Yeah, the 5 setting, I thought it would be a little more aggressive with less on the second pass with less stubble on there. But it's really not bad at all. So if you're looking for efficiency and don't want to buy multiple razors, this could be the only razor you ever need. Alright guys, that was my second pass. I'm going to finish up. I'm going to touch up and then I'll finish with the aftershave. So I really want to talk about the new to me Rockwell and my buddy Brian's soap. So good job, Brian. The shave feel so far is good. I'm just going to finish up. The slickness is good. The scent is better than the last one. Still, middle of the road, but still really good. And that's it. So I'm going to finish off camera. Everybody be well. Hope everybody's weekend's coming up pretty soon. So everybody have a good weekend. All right, peace.